All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the Bloaded Podcast. I'm your host, Malachi South. I was the Spitballs GM. The teams are changing names. We'll get into that in a little bit. And across from me, I've got Liam Stivers, Muscles GM. How you doing, Liam?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited. It's the first one, so I'm excited to get into it. And we got lots of things to talk about.
Yep. This is going to be like a learning experience. Just kind of chill. Not really that, professional, I guess. We might get more professional as time goes on, but just kind of the two of us talking about our thoughts in the league, what we see going on. In case you don't have any idea like what's going on at all, I with the help of Liam and then my brother Benjamin, run a Mario Super Slugger CPU versus CPU baseball league. So it's kind of in the vein of the ASA, if you've ever seen those videos done by Akamos. Shout out to Akamos. We just finished season 1, so now we're kind of building up towards season 2, and during the off season I thought, you know what, a podcast would be kind of fun, if just so that we have an easy way for me and Liam to talk about the league and store all this information without having to do, like last year I did power rankings and I just like typed them out and it was like a 400 word long thing every week. So I think this podcast will be a lot better than that. Alright, so speaking of last season, Liam, your team, you were the top team throughout the regular season, and you made it to the finals of the playoffs, but were eliminated in a 3-0 sweep. By the way, the Benjamin Monsters kind of cleaned the floor. So just any thoughts about that as the GM to get beaten the championship? That's got to be tough.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of disappointing because I started off the season 8-0, and then I lost 3 straight. 1 to Hattie, 1 to Ben. Oh no, that's not true. I went 7-0, right?
Yeah, I think
I went 7-0.
Yeah, I think you went 7-0.
Lost to Hattie, then I beat Joy, and then that's what it was. And then I lost to Ben.
And then you had the bye first round of the playoffs, but you did come back and beat me. You came back. You were down 1-0 in the series. Honestly, I genuinely think a lot of people thought you were gonna lose to me. I had so much momentum. I really think a lot of people thought you were gonna be. That would have been crazy, by the way, if you had lost like 4 out of your last 5 games to end the year. I mean, you still did, I guess, but you lost 3 out of your last 4, I guess.
But I honestly think that it was probably the same on the other side because Ben and Hattie, but that's different.
It really was a fitting ending to the season. Like, you were the juggernauts of the league. Kind of from, well, I won't say the get-go, but from like week 2 on, I think we all knew it was probably Monsters, Muscles. Which,
and then nobody expected, like, Muscles, Wilds, and
I was about to say, another cool story of the year. Straight. Yeah, another cool story of the year was the Wilds. Starting the season, they were power rank seed number 1 to begin the year, and then they lost 2 of their first 3, I think.
They were 1-5. I'm pretty sure.
Lost.
No, they weren't.
Lost 3 of their first 4. Oh wow, lost 4 of their first 5 games, and then went on a
1-4.
They went on a 5-game winning streak, I think. Then swept Evelyn in the playoffs, and then got beat by Ben.
8 games.
Yeah, they won 8 games in a row. That's crazy.
That's the longest winning streak.
Yeah, that's longer than yours, I think.
Yeah, I was 7.
So I mean, just it's a crazy story, just the way that team battled back, and it's ironic because right as I feel like everybody started to lose faith in the Wilds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is the moment they turned it around. It was like they needed that pressure off them or something to figure it out, because all year everybody said the Wilds are going to be one of the best teams, they're going to be really good, and then they weren't really showing it. And everybody was starting to lose faith, and then suddenly they just went on a tear. 8-game winning streak.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy.
Something else to talk about, the awards. GM of the Year, because of that run, ended up going to Hattie, which I thought was pretty fitting. You got second, and Benjamin was third place. This was all before the playoffs as well, so you do have to keep that in mind. And then
World Series MVP. We didn't say that.
It was Firebro. Ended up as World Series MVP. Honestly, the Firebro had an incredible year. To start the season off so poorly and to come back the way he did. He's comeback player of the year, World Series MVP. Like, when you have Bowser on your team and you still manage to get the World Series MVP, you know you were doing something special.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So a bit of a topic of controversy. Ganondorf versus Olimar for Me of the Year and Pitcher of the Year. Who do we feel... Well, I mean, I know you were helpful in the award-giving process. Who do you think deserved those two spots? Who do you think deserved Pitcher of the Year?
I definitely think Pitcher of the Year belongs to Olimar. Because, I mean... If you look at Ganondorf, when he played the Muscles, he gave up 10 runs. And then when he played the Muscles a second time during the regular season, he gave up, I think it was
you
like
guys
13?
Scored a lot. It was like, I think it was like 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Which all of those,
and then,
he didn't even give up all of those because he got pulled early in the game against you.
But Olimar, he gave up a combined... it was like 4 runs between the top 2 teams.
Yeah, he was incredible. There was only like one game when Olimar didn't go at least 3 or 4 innings. He was so consistent everywhere, every time. The Me of the Year, I think we ended up giving it to Ganondorf because his batting was a little bit better. Ganondorf. And I think that's fair. Part of me still wants it to go to Olimar, but Ganondorf deserved an award as well. I feel like it has
to go to Ganondorf, yeah.
So, I said it at the beginning of the podcast, but something we've been wanting to talk about is the teams are kind of going through a rebrand. The league is rebranding, I guess you could say. What do I mean by that? Every team is going to be choosing a unique name that doesn't have anything to do with their captains, right? It's not like the in-game names like we were using last year. Each team's going to come up with a unique name, and that'll be the franchise's name pretty much forever. I mean, unless a different coach or GM down the road wants to change it for whatever reason. So,
yeah.
Do we want to go ahead? This will kind of be like a lot of people's first look at these names. Do we want to go ahead and reveal them?
We can also show the logos as well. We'll put those up on screen when we show the team
I'm
name.
thinking I'll put those
not
up on
all
the
screen.
screen.
There's only every GM has their name decided except one. And I think maybe 2 don't have their logo. Maybe 3. I could be wrong.
I think that's right. By the time I post this, they may all have logos and names. If so, I'll edit those in. But actually,
let's start off from the bottom of the league to the top.
Okay, that's fair. I just realized before we do this, I was about to say before we do this, we should first talk about the GMs that are moving around and the coaching carousel. I totally forgot about that, but that's something that needs to be brought up. So, at the end of the first year, we had 2 different GMs leave their teams. They stepped down, and those are Joy. which was heavily rumored. I think people knew that was going to happen. And then the other one, which might be a shocker to some people, was Hattie stepped down. That's right, the Wild's GM. The GM of the year, actually. That's crazy. Stepped down.
Yeah.
And so she joined Liam as his head coach, right? Which I know you were pumped about getting her on your organization, Liam.
Yeah. And
then Joy is now with the Lucy Eggs, I believe. With Lucy.
Yes, and then I think there's only a few other coaches.
A few other coaches joined teams.
None of them that really notable, except.
Yeah, people won't know about a lot of these yet. A lot of these people. I'm trying to think. Who else has joined teams?
Ben got a head coach.
Yeah, Cooper is now Ben's head coach. But anyways, what the head coaches do for the most part, they're just the team's biggest fans, but they can assist with decision making and kind of be, the man in the corner for the GMs. So now that we've talked about that, we can go back to what we were wanting to talk about, which is the teams changing names and logos. So we'll start at the bottom. Lucy, she ended the season in last place, oddly enough, considering she started the year so well. She is changing her name to the
Wing Squad.
Wing Squad, which is a pretty cool name. I think she originally was going to have it the Koopa Wing Squad, but we were like, that's a little too specific maybe, and too long. So she trimmed it down to the Wing Squad, and I think it rolls off the tongue quite well. It's very unique.
Yeah.
And her logo is very
she has, I'm pretty sure at the end of this year, she had all of the...
Yeah, all the Paracoopas, I think.
All the Paratroopers.
I'm not sure how many she'll hold on to, but...
Probably just one. She might hold on to Green Para.
Might keep him
Probably
both.
not Red
Green
Para.
Paracoopa. What a legend. For having, the 4th worst batting average in the league, he felt like such a legend.
He was the only person on their team that had a home run.
Yeah, that one home run that will carry him forever. He can...
Yes, it will.
He's actually a horrible player, but we all remember that one home run.
Yeah. And then...
it's actually now the Michael... Joy left. Yeah, it's now Michael's team. So it was the Michael Fireballs. It's going to be the Michael Flares.
And their logo has not...
Yeah, it'll probably be out. It's gonna be like a flare, like a red flare, which is kind of a fun play on words. I know he was thinking the light as the logo, but then it also is like a flare into the outfield, like a type of hit.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool. He said if anytime they win a game, we have to do the Ric Flair woo noise or whatever.
Yeah,
that was a terrible Ric Flair, by the way.
Woo!
Yeah, there we go. That's better. I might edit mine out. That was so bad.
It was pretty bad.
I have to keep it in now.
Yeah, you gotta keep it in, yeah. And then Evelyn Monarchs.
They're gonna be swapping to
the Nightmares,
which is also a play on words because the logo is a horse with a night starry sky behind it, I think. Which that one's not out either, but I think all of these probably will be by the time I post this video. That logo is gonna look really cool, and I think it's a really fun name. Actually, it was Hattie who first kind of came up with the name. I was talking to her, and she said, "Oh, Evelyn's team should be something horse related," and then it just struck me. Actually, I said she should name it the Studs, and it would be like a Lego, but then Ben was like, "What about the Nightmares?" And we were all like, "Oh. That's just too good."
Why the Studs?
Because a stud is a type of horse. It was a really bad pun. It was a really bad pun. It was so bad.
And then the Aslan Flowers will be changing their name to the Paintbrushes.
Which almost felt like wishful thinking on her part. Like, she really badly wanted Bowser Jr. Like, is this true, Liam? I need your insight. Like, it felt like she was like, I really badly want Bowser Jr., so I'm gonna change my name.
She did really want Bowser Jr.
Okay.
But I actually, when I showed her the mock draft, she said, why didn't I take Bowser Jr.? Or why didn't you take Bowser Jr.? But we will be talking about the mock draft later. And I'm not gonna say who we had her picking, and she's probably like, she said that if he's available, she probably will take him.
Yeah, Bowser Jr. She would have to change her team a lot.
She
Bowser
would.
Jr. She would have to change a lot of things around, but she could pull it off. The way the league is set up, I think, really allows for teams to change their identity quickly if they want to. It's just a risk, I think.
Yeah.
So then
I agree with you there.
Actually, the next team is mine, so I am going with the Crusaders. And I think mine was the first logo to be done. I'm pretty proud of I didn't draw it. Joy is actually the one who's making all these. She's still part of the league. And
Aslan made hers and my logo.
Yep. Hers and yours. That sounds weird.
Yeah, it does.
Now, Liam, you're going with
we gotta
Supernova.
We gotta say who's gonna take over as Hattie's role. It will be Andrew.
Oh yeah, shoot, did we not even say that? Sorry, yeah, the person taking over Hattie's team, and I just skipped her team too. The person taking over Hattie's team is Andrew. I think he has picked a name, but I don't think he's told me what it is, so we'll keep an eye out for that whenever it drops. But then you are changing your name to the Supernova, which I think your logo actually probably looks the coolest. I'm gonna be interested to see how it looks on the game. Then
I'm really happy how it came out.
Yeah,
it took a while to get it.
I know. Aslan was like,
once I got it,
I kept asking you, "Oh, are you gonna come up with your logo yet?" And you'd be like, "Yeah, Aslan's working on it." And I'm like, "Liam, what is this logo supposed to be even?"
Yeah.
So
and then
the league champions, the Benjamin Monsters, are rebranding as the Phantoms. Which,
and he
by
actually
the way,
told me his,
go ahead.
Did he tell you what his inspiration was or no? First team name?
No, I was there when he came up with it, but I don't really remember the specifics.
He told me that he was trying to think of a logo while playing Minecraft.
Oh gosh, was that actually what happened?
And he got attacked by phantoms.
That's so funny.
I mean, that was how he got his team name. I think his logo looks really good too.
Yeah, it was not what I was expecting, but I think that's what he was going for, so it's pretty cool. And there you go. That is all the new names. The reason why we did this, by the way, is that way we don't have to deal with the annoying... Last season, me and Evelyn traded team captains halfway through, and it got really complicated really fast. So our only solutions were either to do this or to make it so you couldn't trade captains, and I thought that was kind of a lame solution. So
yeah.
And besides, custom logos is like, come on.
It's just sick.
Who doesn't want that? Alright. So you teased it, Liam.
I did.
Completed the mock draft, the first mock draft of the NBA. Feels kind of exciting.
But I'd probably say
it was a lot of fun to make. Yeah, what's up?
It was a lot of fun making it. But we probably throughout the rest of this podcast for this season, we will be dropping our personal mock drafts.
Yep.
I think
once we get closer to the time, there'll be like more specific mock drafts and predictions. This is sort of part of it was just an exercise for the two of us to like go through the rules and just see how things would land and stuff. So to explain the rules, this is gonna be a real quick version of it. I am planning to make like a detailed rules and off-season video at some point probably, but real quick version. It is a combination of a retention rate system and a tier system. So like you only get certain amount of players from each tier. You get 1 tier 1, 2 tier 2s, and 2 tier 3s. And then those, when you get to decide players from your team that are those tiers to try to keep. And they have a percentage chance to leave based on, you know, how good they did last year, your chemistry, how good the team did, whatever. For the mock draft, we didn't really take the percentages into account very much. It was mostly just what players do we think each team would probably want to keep, and so then who would they draft based on who's left at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, you know, just a quick, like...
We sort of guessed on who we think each team would keep. So, we don't know who each team would keep, but...
Yeah. This is all speculative. Like, as a quick example, we had in this mock draft, Liam, you keeping Brown Critter as your tier 1, Wiggler and Red Pianta as your tier 2s, and then Kirby and Pac-Man as tier 3s. Yeah, you said you wanted to keep Wiggler. That's who you said you thought you'd probably keep. Which, all of this, like, I'm going to be honest, my mock draft, I've probably completely changed since then because I didn't like the way it ended up falling for me. So at pick number 1 is going to be the Lucy Wing Squad, and they're taking in this mock draft PD Piranha, which is so scary because that would leave her. Just think about this for a second. PD Piranha, Inkling, Olimar, right? Those all have chemistry because of the light green chem. PD is going to have light green chem again.
And she also has Green Critter, which is
right.
PD at shortstop and Green at second. Green Critter at second.
Crazy.
That's just
holy
nasty.
Moly!
And
if we thought
the best,
I was about to say if we thought the Eggs defense was good this year, you'd throw PD Piranha on there. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Okay, and then Michael, with the second pick, took Hammer Bro because I had in this mock draft let him go, and so he was going with a bro duo. He had Hammer Bro, Boomerang Bro, and Blue Critter as like his 3 headliners.
Which is just
Evelyn.
insane.
Yeah, I know, right? 2 bros and a critter sounds crazy. Evelyn was she's been wanting him forever. We think she might have a chance to get her hands on Mario this time. So, Mario, she's wanting to do a red chemistry team. She said that before. Maybe she changes her opinion, but she is losing PD. Yeah, she is losing PD, so I think she has to rebrand. Aslan in this mock draft had probably the best pick, to be honest, with Funky Kong at number 4.
In my opinion, we have her probably. If this is, of course, this is not how the draft is going to go out, but if this is how the draft goes out, Aslan definitely has the best team success.
Yeah, as I say, she probably power ranking number 1 if this actually happened this way. I feel like she would be. Her and Ben are probably 1 and 2. Her team,
in my opinion, she would be unbeatable.
Yeah, Funky Kong was just like a stroke of genius. We didn't even think about it. I don't think anybody thought about it, and then suddenly we said, what she really needs is like a pure power hitter, right? Because Daisy and Birdo, neither of them are really like 1 power hitters. And then we said, wait a second, doesn't Funky Kong have light blue chemistry, which is the chemistry that she's been running, right? Daisy, Blue Pianta, and Mega Man have light blue chemistry, and Baby Daisy. And we were like, goodness, you add Funky Kong to that lineup, and like, just imagine the lineup of Blue Pianta, Daisy, Mega Man, and Funky Kong. Like, that's crazy. That's so good. Dang, that's crazy, actually. And Blue Pianta and Funky Kong are gonna have chemistry too, because the Ocean Bros, as we're calling them. So then Liam, we had me and you trading picks, first round picks, and it was pretty much swap first round picks, and then you kicked me back a bunch of stuff later in the draft. So you took Fire Bro at pick number 5. How are you feeling about that pick, by the way?
I really like it. Fire Bro, I mean,
comeback player of the year right there. And World Series MVP. That's crazy to think about that he's going to be
That's something we really need right there. Like, I mean, yeah, we had, as our power hitters, we had Red Pianta and Brown Critter, which they're both good at hitting power. But
But you add
I feel
something
like
like
they're
Fire
at the end.
Bro. Yeah.
Like they're at the end of the season.
You needed a good power hitter late in the year and better
especially
defenders.
in the finals. Yeah, because we have Pac-Man did really good.
Actually, yeah, Fire Bro wouldn't be much of an upgrade there because he's losing his one ability that makes him a good fielder anyways.
What ability is it? I can't remember.
The hammer throw.
Is it the...
Where he throws his...
Oh, it is?
Yeah, he's losing that.
What ability are we
He's
giving
gonna
him?
have the Mario Star pitches next year, so he'll have like pitch and fire swing.
Oh, okay.
Which will be really cool. It looks really cool, actually. So then with pick 6, we had Liam going with Wario, and I think this is the iffiest
not me,
pick.
Andrew.
Sorry, not you, Andrew.
Not me.
This is definitely the iffiest pick. I think this was a case where we didn't know who to give him, and we were sort of just like, I guess Wario's the best player available, so there you go.
And also, just we know him, and we know.
Yeah, he's the kind. He would probably take Wario. Yeah, over Bowser Jr. Really though, I think Andrew, he's actually in a weird place where like he has a good team, but since he can't keep everybody, like he's gonna lose Funky Kong probably. It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you really run a Kong team with only like 3 Kongs? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know? So it's tricky. I think Wario's a decent addition to that. And then Ben getting Bowser Jr. This is like kind of, I feel like the steal of the draft where like everybody's gonna be like, how did we let him get Bowser Jr.? But yeah. He is losing 2 of the bones though, and Fire Bro.
Yeah.
So I mean that's gotta count for something. But then I have the next pick via trade. We had me going with Boo, because he will have chemistry with Waluigi and Green Match, I think.
The Craggle.
Yep, the Craggle. What an awesome... I think that was our best nickname we came up with just, like, on the spot. Like, Bload was already kind of a thing in the ASA and stuff, but the Craggle, like, we literally just riffed that one, and it just works so well. I'm really not sure how I feel about that Boo pick, though, by the way. Like, I don't know, man.
Really?
Taking Boo at pick 8? Like, that's tough.
Yeah, I guess that is.
Like, when there's other captains out there still and stuff. Like, before Yellow Pianta, taking Boo. I don't know, man.
Well, Yellow
Especially
Pianta...
since he drops a lot.
Yellow Pianta's iffy.
Yeah. But that's true. Is he the bunt? No, he's not the bunt Pianta, but he was in our league. He was terrible in our league. He kept doing stupid stuff. I don't know what he was doing. I honestly think he was selling. I think he wanted off the team. I feel like that's kind of...
And he almost did get off the team. He almost did get off the team.
I think they're going to let him go. There's no way they keep him. There's bad blood between the Flares and Yellow Pianta.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think Boo...
That's why he wants to.
Yeah. I think Boo is a tough pick for me because I already have Green Mage and Waluigi in this mock as pitchers, so it's like, do I need another
Yeah.
one? I wish I could have gotten King Boo, but we had Evelyn taking him. It's funny that I want King Boo back, right? Like, and she probably wishes she could have, like, Waluigi back. It's really funny. I don't feel like that trade... Well, it did work out for me, but in the long run, I don't think that was a very good trade for either of us, oddly enough.
I mean, yeah, Waluigi was a great pick. Waluigi was a great pick.
And me getting Green Bones in the long run, like, after trading Ben, too. That is pretty huge, because he's dynamic. He's so good. So then, we'll speedrun the second round. With the 9th pick, we had Lucy getting Yoshi to kind of complete her light green masterpiece. My dad was getting Blue Toad. Yeah, getting back Yoshi in the second round is pretty big, I think. I think it just makes sense for her. If she can get Bowser Jr., that'd be crazy, but...
I feel like she wouldn't take Bowser Jr.
I don't know. My dad getting Blue Toad and Evelyn getting Purple Toad just makes sense with both of them. My dad's in this mock was running a blue team, and Evelyn loves the Toads, so Aslan gets Yellow Pianta, which is just stupid. Like, think about it. If it was already dumb enough when she had Funky Kong, now it's Blue Pianta, Yellow Pianta, Daisy, Funky Kong. Like, what in the world?
Yeah.
That's
like,
crazy.
how do we allow that?
Yeah, I was about to say, we need to, like, ban Aslan from the league or something. I get Dry Bones. Andrew gets Toadsworth. Because the Brown chemistry is a good pitcher. It's another weird pick. I'm not sure. I think Andrew's team.
I mean, yeah, he already has.
He's gonna have a tough time.
Diddy Kong and DK.
That's true.
Or no, did he like? Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And Blooper.
I mean,
in this mock draft.
Yeah, and Blooper, but nobody cares about Blooper.
What? No, Blooper's a legend, dude. Then Benjamin would be getting Dark Bones, which is a crime. The fact that he gets him all the way down there, and then Liam snags Birdo because of the pink chemistry. I actually think that's a really good pick for you, by the way, Birdo.
Yeah.
So that was the mock draft. Tell us your thoughts about that one. If you kind of disagree or agree with our takes, think people would go in different spots. The big players still available would be like Peach and Luigi, and then Green and Yellow Toad were like the big players still out there. So that'll probably be all for this one. We'll wrap things up. At some point soon, I will be doing a big, like, somewhat professional recap video. So keep your eyes out on that. I'm also going to do a video going over all of the chemistry for every player in the league, which is going to be a blast, like, explaining why Toadsworth has this chemistry and that. Yeah, what?
Next pod, we will be going over the Miis.
Yep. Next podcast, we'll go over the new Miis, the new rookies being added to the league. It's going to be fun, dude. I'm so pumped for Eisenhower and Cheese Pizza.
Yeah.
Just going to drop some names and let you all leave that tantalizing little hook. You know, you got to know who Cheese Pizza is, right?
I mean, if you watch Akamos, you know who Cheese Pizza is.
Not really, though. He never really, he never accepted him. Like, it's sort of just like the community. The community talks about Cheese Pizza. I mean, well, I hope they know what Cheese Pizza is. Where do they live? Yeah, they have to live under a rock to not know what Cheese Pizza is. Alright. That's going to do it for this one, everybody. This was the Bloated Podcast, Episode 1. We will see you all next time. Until then, peace.